So this is part 4. I got a little bit cut off, but yeah, it was that kind of friend group. I didn't really think anything of it, but it was fine, I guess. That's what I thought. So anyways, I was in this group for about 3 months now at this time, and I knew what they were all about. I knew who they talked about. I knew who they liked and didn't like, because, I was always friends with them, especially with Molly and Kate, but more Molly than Kate, because so, yeah. But, like I said, I didn't really think anything of it. I knew they were bad, and I knew they made up fake stuff, but I didn't know they were making fake stuff about me. I thought I was really best friends with Lily and Aria, because, I just said their names. Hopefully you didn't hear that, because I said it in a very high-pitched voice. Oh, I really didn't want to say their names, but we're going to go back to Molly and Kate now, not their real names, like I just said. I thought I was really best friends with Molly and Kate. Oh my gosh. So I thought I was really best friends with them. And I was always get into a lot, and when I mean a lot of fights with them about silly stuff that they did and how it actually made my feelings feel. Dude, I don't get this. Are we allowed to touch orange? Oh, we have to touch orange. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, so back to the story. So, yeah, I thought I was really best friends with them. We would always get into fights about silly stuff that people did, because like I said, at my school, if you literally said you didn't want to be friends with someone, you would literally be kicked out of the school. It was silly, but it was fun. I really liked the school. They made learning really fun, but it was whatever. Besides the point. So, yeah, we couldn't say who we liked and didn't like in front of the teachers. Obviously, you had to be nice to the kids, but you didn't have to be best friends at some schools. But this school, you had to be nice to them, and you had to literally act like you had to be their friend. It didn't matter if you liked them or not. You literally had to be their friend. At least say you were friends, even though you weren't. Which I kind of find ridiculous. I also find the stage ridiculous. But, so yeah. Little did I know, this is like a month later, and Jason, he's from all those other 3 parts. If you didn't watch those, make sure to watch those if you're still here and you haven't watched the other parts. But basically, he was one of my best friends, but he was in that, that 4th grade relationship we all wish we had with Molly. So, obviously, he would do whatever he said, otherwise they would break up, even though they weren't a real thing. They never kissed, they never even kissed each other's hands or anything. It was like that relationship we all wish we had, but also we didn't have, because they never made a move or anything. And yeah, so, obviously, yeah. And I also took the same bus as Molly. I also took the same bus as Molly, and it was a crazy bus. It was a crazy bus ride. So me and Molly were on the same bus, and sometimes we would just play Kiss, Marry, Kill, or sometimes we would actually talk about stuff, or sometimes we would make up fake songs, or sometimes we would torture the other big kids, the big kids. Keep in mind, everyone on the bus thought the big kids were the 7th graders. Now that I'm actually friends with some 7th graders at my school, they aren't big. They aren't big kids. Compared to my siblings, they are not big kids. Not big kids at all. But even at that time, I didn't think they were big kids. That's just what everyone called them, because they were 5th grade and up, obviously. That is not big. I'm in 5th grade right now. I do not consider myself a big kid, especially when you have a family with 3 other siblings. you're not a big kid in 5th grade. So that's besides the point. The point is that, oh my gosh, I literally couldn't see that for a second. So yeah, the point is that I found out they were talking behind my back, and I found that out because Jason told me that Molly was talking about me and that it all wasn't good stuff. Jason was one of my best friends, and he was a real friend because he obviously told me stuff, and Molly obviously told him not to, otherwise they would break up, even though they were never even a thing. Like I said, that 4th grade relationship we all wish we had. Yeah, so he told me, like, oh, hey, yeah, Molly's talking bad about you, like, to me and Kate and stuff. I absolutely hate that, just to know that, because they also probably talked bad about me before I was in the Marshmallow group, I guess it's what we called it, the Marshmallow group. And they obviously told all the other group members because they would all just walk on the blacktop. Sometimes they would talk separately if they were like, literally, if you said one thing that was the slightest bit mean, they would even say like shut up or something. Obviously, shut up isn't a very nice word that at our school. But no, shut up is like the only word I say to my friends. Oh my gosh. But, so yeah, even if you said shut up, they would cry, tell the teacher, and then like, so say Sophia, this is one of the reasons why in my head I said, this is the person I would really want to kick off the marshmallows. But obviously she wouldn't do that because she's a big brat and a tattletale, and okay, but like I said, that's besides the point. I really need to just start getting to the point more. I'm realizing that in this video. But, yeah. So, yeah. That's all I really have to say. So here were talking bad about me, and I knew that they would talk about bad about me to the other girls in the group. And the fact that they were even talking bad about me to someone they know is literally my best friend. And the fact that he wouldn't even tell me makes me sad, and is one of the main reasons I really wanted to leave my old school. The environment was like toxic. Not with the teachers or sometimes, but like they were really nice. They would always make sure you felt okay, and if one thing was wrong, they would subtly talk with the person that made this move. I guess like the bad move, the toxic move. I guess toxic trait. But yeah, that's one of the main reasons I left, and I don't regret picking my choice of going to the new school I go to. So that is the story. Let me know if you think it was true or fake.